right into the review. I apologize for this awkward camera angle too, because literally the sun just came out and, you know, this is what it looks like normally, so not even gonna bother. Anyway, so we all knew going into this race that it was going to be pretty, you know, intense. And honestly, the green-white checkered finishes kind of hindered that. If it had been able to go from that last 9-lap stretch to the finish, that would have been fantastical, but it didn't. There was 2 green-white checkered finishes, and the first one, I was like, okay, fine, I can handle this. And then the one before the second one where Junior wrecked, I was like, for God's sake, just end the race. And you know, but I didn't actually get to see most of it. I saw probably 3/5 of the race. But I don't think I missed any of the wrecks. The ones that I remember would be Jamie McMurray blowing a tire, Kyle Busch, and then the ones, you know, that caused the whole ending. There's really not much to talk about the quality of the race because it was frickin' Talladega. We all knew how the race was going to go. We just didn't know how it was going to end. And it went about as everyone predicted. They went around in circles for over 188 laps. I think that was on everyone's prediction sheet. However, how it was going to end was not on the prediction sheet. And honestly, I'm not surprised who got knocked out of the championship run. I knew it was over for Junior. Jimmy Johnson and Keselowski, they were going to win the race. It was going to be one of those two, or it was going to be no one, because either they were going to win or there was going to be a wreck, and no one was going to win. The racetrack was just going to explode, and there'd be a no contest, and we'd just do something else for how it all goes. But obviously Keselowski won, and I'm like, eh. I really didn't want him to win because he's been getting on my nerves lately. Racing in the Nationwide Series when he doesn't need to. Being a prick in general. And not taking responsibility for your actions at Richmond. That's what's been getting on my nerves in terms of Keselowski. So the big headline out of this, obviously, is that Jimmy Johnson will not be winning the championship this year. And, well, I am happy with that. I'm just kind of disappointed that it isn't going to be taken, that the championship isn't going to be taken away from him on the last race. Because that's what I always loved about 2011, was it? 2011, when Edwards looked like for the whole season that he was going to be getting the championship, and then Tony Stewart out of nowhere just was awesome. And that made me loll a little bit back in 2011. It made me loll a little, you know. But anyway, so let's go to the chase grid and see my predictions for the race winners, because we all know that I had Jimmy Johnson and Dale Earnhardt Jr. going to the Final Four. And obviously that ain't going to be happening anymore. But I still have my picks, Hamlin and Harvick, for that. So let me just check this real quick. I did say Hamlin and Harvick, didn't I? Yep. Shut up. Okay, so for this round, I had Jimmy, Dale, Jeff, Kevin, Logano, Keselowski, Hamlin, and Kenseth. And I was wrong with Johnson and Jr. And honestly, can you blame me? I felt those were obvious picks, but Newman and Kenseth are going on. Did I have Edwards too? Where did I have Edwards drop out at? Is that 8? That is 8. Who is wrong on this list? I had Matt going on. So it was Newman and Edwards that I thought would drop out in favor of Johnson and Jr. And Newman, being consistent, and I thought that the Talladega curse for Newman, you know, he has had horrible luck at restrictor plate races. He went upside down in 2010, I think it was. It was 2009 or 2010 when he went upside down at Talladega. And the other guy was Edwards. Edwards just really hasn't been doing much this season, but I guess he kept consistent. I don't see the points for how they ended up getting in. It just says that they're all tied at 4,000, which is kind of annoying, but you know. Yeah, I know how it goes. Okay, the race winners. I had Jimmy Johnson winning at Charlotte. Well, I already talked about that shit. I had no one. I had Martin Truex Jr. actually winning at Talladega. And you know, he was up there at the end, but considering how a lot of people are up at the front during the Talladega race, what the hell does that even matter? He finished in like the fucking 20s too. He was like in 5th on that 9 to go restart, and he ended up 27th or something. Fuck you, existence. So, to recap for next week, I have Denny Hamlin going into Martinsville and winning. At Texas, I have Kevin Harvick going in and winning. And you know, now that Jimmy Johnson and Dale Jr. are out, and due to this, I will not have to hate Kyle Busch for taking away my college money, because I would have been wrong anyway. Yeah. I would have been wrong anyway if I had had the correct answer on the chase grid, as I had wanted to be on the chase grid, but he got knocked out here. Due to complete coincidence, he should be moving on. But anyway, so yeah, that's a little right there from the heart. And I will not be having the final chase lineup correct. But, you know, Denny Hamlin still has a chance to win the championship, and that's what I'm... Because he's really the last driver that I have to cheer for. We've got Ryan Newman, Denny, and Matt. And those are the guys that I'm cheering for the rest of the season, so... Oh, and, I already said who the winner was, so I can't even fake out with that. I haven't been updating the true outcome, but it really doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter at this point. What's this comment? It worked, and OMG, I'm a so not try this. Fucking people on YouTube. Anyway. Yeah, look at this fucking in my face, son. Bullshit. But anyway. That's all I think I've got to say for this race. I didn't really get to see much of it to really make a comment on how it went. I mean, it was Talladega. We all know that it was going to happen. The really only way that I could have a review for this is if I had a live reactions, but I won't be able to do that until I get into college. So, unfortunately, for now, we're just going to sit here and pretend like we're happy or something. I don't know. Because I'm happy! Actually, I'm really not that happy. I wish Larson would win a fucking race in his fucking life. But anyway, yeah, so look forward to the next races. I'm excited for Martinsville. Texas is probably not going to be that great, and Phoenix may be interesting. So my deep-rooted hatred for Jimmy Johnson and him being out of contention should make me very happy and practically excited for the outcome of this chase. But you know what the problem is? Fucking Joey Logano. Fucking Joey Logano is still in this. I mean, he was still in it from all the way back at wherever the hell, Kansas. But the fact that Logano is still here looking to maybe actually win this championship, oh, that's painful. I mean, at least with Johnson you can expect it. But, that sounds fucking atrocious. So let's go Ryan Newman, Denny Hamlin, Matt Kenseth, and hopefully everything plays into their favor. But it probably won't since I'm cheering for them. Goodbye!